Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Brandon from Audio Addiction. Thank you for watching this video. If you are new here, much love. Thank you for checking the video out. Always love doing these reaction videos. So, hope to be doing more of them. If you're an old fan, you already know I love you. So thank you for checking the video out. But very excited to get into this. I actually had put Moodring as one of my favorite bands that I found out about last year. They wind up making it onto my albums of the year last year. Stargazer, a fantastic album. If you're into new metal, if you're into like ambient, hardcore, post-hardcore, they kind of cover a wide variety of music. So if you are into that sort of stuff, like bands like Deftones, Linkin Park, you're gonna vibe out with this band. They are so tight. So very excited to get into this one. This is their newest song, Black Wave. I'm curious if this is going to be a part of an album, an EP, something like that. But very excited to just dive into it as well. Our good friend Iris EXE did some vocal help on this song as well. She's great. Love her stuff. Shout outs to Madeline. She rocks. So go check out her. She also just released a cover of Sanctuary, which is like one of my favorite Kingdom Hearts songs. So got to give her some salutes. But going to be checking out Black Wave. So I hope you get down with this. And if you do, we're going to go get into the song right now. I like this real jarring intro. Oh! That came out of nowhere. Oh! Those layered vocals, very interesting. Oh, is this gonna drop? Oh God. Oh my God. That was crazy. All right, guys. That was Black Wave by Moodring. Oh man. Somebody's gonna have to put my body back together after that breakdown. That was wild. But you know what? I think I said it in my live review of my favorite albums from last year. I felt like Stargazer was that type of album that, again, if you kind of are from that new metal background, if you grew up listening to bands like, Korn, if you grew up listening to bands like Deftones, probably other bands that I'm missing out on here. If you just grew up in the new metal scene, like you like that type of music, this is, gonna be a band that you need to check out because, not to kind of pigeonhole them at all, because I do feel like they bring a lot of other aspects to their music, but you can tell that new metal is such a big influence on the types of music that they make. Just from that, as well as it, just including kind of like, almost a DJ in some parts. It kind of, again, is reminiscent of bands like Linkin Park as well. I know I mentioned them at the top of the video, but really kind of blending that super like heavy, like almost deathcore sort of style stuff, as well as like metalcore, new metal, and they kind of infuse melody in a unique way. One of the at least key takeaways for me was that like chorus, the melodies were like, just, I don't want to say they were off because I don't think like musically they were off. It just kind of like the melodies were a little bit off center from what you typically would expect a melody to kind of go with. And I always feel like they take that path super well. They mix that sort of like odd musical styling, but it's just so juxtaposed that it works well. I don't know if that made any sense whatsoever, but there's something about it where the melody is like just close enough, but it's not 100% on. And then this sort of like, again, aggressive nature of like the guitars, the bass, and the drums just kind of like have this sort of like this sort of like plateau kind of thing where it just is kind of a great safe base point where some of those melodies that are over top can really change and be a little bit different, a little off color, and it works so well. I really don't feel like there's a lot of other bands out there that are doing that sort of stuff. And I think that they do a very good job of kind of, again, keeping with that sort of tonal thought. I think that is brought about by bands of like Deftones. I know like Chain and Moreno kind of doesn't hit that atypical like melody that you think in your head. And I think that Moodring does that super well where the melody is just, and it works just enough. And it's also very interesting. So it makes you kind of remember those melodies just a little bit more. So really enjoyed that. I want to say that this is a just heavy as shit song. So like if you are into like heavier music, then this is absolutely the one to check out. I think some of the other songs that they have released that I've personally listened to and shared to other people with, like Disintegrate, I even kind of think Sync is a little bit more melodic. Um, there are some moments where you can kind of hear some, again, more specifically in that chorus, you can hear some really cool melodies. But if you are really into heavier music, this is going to be the song to listen to, certainly. The guitar, I'm curious what tuning they're in because they either have to be in a super low, like dropped tuning, or they have to have like baritone guitars that are also dropped. So I'm going to guess the baritone like aspect of things because they're just super heavy. Either that or they're using like drop pedals, which is also just, again, stupid heavy. So I think they really hit that well. I often find that sometimes with really heavy guitar parts, it can often seem a little bit muddy in that sort of way. Just because, like, again, you get lower tunings, you're getting closer to the bass territory, like, so it can kind of sound like a mush. And I don't feel like that with Moodring. There were some moments where I think they take dynamics into a lot of focus. There's parts where you wouldn't expect them to stop the song, but it works out well because it kind of changes your frame of reference. So really enjoyed this song altogether. I would argue to say that this is probably one of their heaviest songs that they've released. And I listened to all of Stargazer, so I would have to say this is probably pretty close to the top of heaviest for them. So I'm curious if they're maybe just going more into that heavier direction. Um, Either way, I think they write really unique melodic pieces, and I'm just very curious to see where this band goes next. I just knew in my heart I wanted to do a reaction video to this and not check out the new song because I know so many people of on my social media was really sharing this song around, so I wanted to give them the due justice. So um, definitely go check out Moodring if you haven't. Go check out their previous album, Stargazer. Also, a really great album that I feel like flew under a lot of people's radar. So hopefully, this will give them that level of resurgence as well. But yeah, if you're really into like the new metal, like OG bands, you're definitely going to find a lot of love for this band. But I'd also say if you're not a new metal fan, I think you're going to find a lot of love with this song. Maybe you'll wind up checking out some of their older material. And I really implore you. I can't even speak today, apparently. I do implore you to go check out their stuff because I think they're pretty diverse as a band. And I think Black Wave gives you obviously the heaviest version of the band, but they can get very melodic and very like serene and very beautiful. So really highly recommend checking out this band if you haven't yet because they're awesome. But if you have checked them out, let me know in the comments of what you think about Black Wave. I'm very curious what your thoughts are on it. I thought it was a very fun song, very interesting, a very heavy song nonetheless, and probably one I'll probably add to my gym rotation because it just sounds great. So please go check out Moodring. All of the links will be in the description. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. It goes a long way. I make a lot of similar content here on the channel, so if you want to check that out, I would just be truly indebted to you. So thank you for watching. Thank you for checking out what I do, and hope to catch you in the next video. Peace.